That's 10 seconds of your life. Gone. You'll never get them back.
Like yesterday is gone, like history is gone. Just try and prove me wrong, and pretend like you're immortal.
Okay, so you probably think I'm being overly dramatic, but don't you think we're just constantly unaware of how fast time passes us by? I mean, in the time that it's taken me to say this, another 10 seconds has passed. So what did you do with the last 20 seconds of your life? Well, you were watching this video, so that's okay. But what about the last 20 minutes? Or the last 24 hours of your life? What did you do with those? Can you remember? Or did they just kind of whiz by without you realizing it? Look, I understand. I get it, okay? You were distracted. There were like 100 million things to focus your attention on, and before you knew it, the day had passed and you'd achieved, well, probably not very much. But what if that was the story of your life? I mean, what if you found yourself face to face with death and realized that you'd spent the whole of your life chasing after things that really weren't all that important? The thing about life is that we never know when it's going to end. The only thing we do know is that it will end.
We all think that we're invincible, you know, we don't think it's going to happen to us. I don't live the real life right now. I'm living this dream world.
Time is constantly running out, and we don't know how much time we have left. All we can do is make what we have left count.
One of the really sad things about this moment right now is that there are hundreds of you in this crowd who do not want your life to make a difference. All you want is to be liked. Maybe finish school, get a good job, find a husband or a wife, a nice house, a nice car, long weekends, good vacations, grow old healthy, have a fun retirement, die easy, no hell, and that's all you want. You don't give a rip whether your life counts on this earth for eternity. That's a tragedy in the making.
In Luke 12:15-21, Jesus warns us,
Watch out! Be on your guard against all kinds of greed. A man's life does not consist in the abundance of his possessions.
Then he tells a story about a man who didn't want his life to count for anything, but chose instead to spend his time and money on making more money so that he would soon have enough free time to do nothing but enjoy himself. Jesus said,
The ground of a certain rich man produced a good crop. He thought to himself, What shall I do? I have no place to store my crops. Then he said, This is what I will do. I will tear down my barns and build bigger ones. And there I will store all my grain and my goods, and I'll say to myself, You have plenty of good things laid up for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and be merry. But God said to him, You fool, this very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself? This is how it will be with anyone who stores up things for himself, but is not rich towards God.
What a tragedy that billions of dollars are invested every year to get people my age to waste the rest of our lives. Billions of dollars. invested to persuade us and lure us at any cost, it seems, to waste the rest of our lives. It's called retirement. And in sum, it goes like this. You've worked for it. Now enjoy it. 20 years, perhaps, of play, leisure, ease, while the world, uncared for medically, uneducated, filthy water, poverty-stricken, unevangelized, sinks under the weight of healthy 65-year-old people playing bridge and shuffleboard and collecting shells and fishing and golfing their way into the presence of King Jesus. You're gonna join them unless, at this stage in your life, you make some very radical decisions, very radical commitments, very radical choices about where your treasure is.
You've heard the saying, too much of a good thing can be bad for you. Well, that's how it is with stuff we accumulate. If we're not careful, the things we chase can become toxic distractions to us, wasting our time and eating away every moment we have left to seek God with. Before we know it, we've wasted our whole lives chasing things that don't count for anything once we're dead. So what was it all for? Wouldn't you rather spend your life on things that matter? On getting to know God and loving people and changing their lives? It's a question of priorities and what you spend the majority of your time with. I want my life to count, so I'm making God my priority right now. I don't know how much time I have left, and every minute counts. How about you? Why not start cleaning up some of the toxic waste in your life and start using your time for God? I dare you to make a difference.